Paragraph number 9. Number 9 paragraph. So first I will read a little bit. I was not finishing. So. Paragraph number 9. Benefactor for the sake of helping beings, you told the peerless way, the large ascertainment of shunyata, the way how to do teaching. So first I will read and explain later. Number 10, how could they possibly fathom your system of result arising in relation of their causes, who wrongly perceive that such relationship is contradictory or not established. Number 11, you maintain that when emptiness is perceived as a dependent arising, emptiness of inherent existence will no longer to be seen and contradicting the validity of agent and action. So this is Madhyamika Pasangari school, no contradiction. So number 10, so that is how could they possibly fathom your system of result arising in relation of their causes, who wrongly perceive. So below the Madhyamika Pasangari school, middle wave autonomy, mind-only school, follower of sutra, and what is that? Follower of sutra and great exposition. So Pali, two Pali school, Sutra school and great exposition is Pali language. It's Theravadan, who goes to Burma, Thailand, Sri Lanka, everywhere. That's Theravadan language, means Pali language. And now mind-only school, Mahayana school, and middle wave autonomy school, and the Pasangari school, Sanskrit language. So, so that means I will explain later. Now this. Number 12, you also maintain that as long as being hold emptiness as in opposition to that dependent arising. So this is school, below is school, They cannot accept the emptiness of inherent existence. So they cannot, how can I say, the dependent arising emptiness contradiction below school. So I will explain you later. Hold emptiness as being to opposition that dependent arising, that empty object cannot be functioned, because below school cannot function. Remember, if I give you example like subject, to prove that subject and reason. So I may say subject is this iPad. iPad is subject. So now I have to prove this iPad is empty of inherent existence. Then I have to use the reason because it is dependent arising. So you need three subject to prove this subject and reason. So if we use that logic to the below school, they cannot accept this. Because if I say iPad subject, it is empty of inherent existence because of dependent arising. So then this contradiction below the school. Because the dependent arising, they think dependent arising then must be inherent existence. So they cannot accept dependent arising and MDO inherent existence in one base. They're contradiction. But only if we use that logic to the Pasankaka school, no problem. If I say like this, subject, iPad. So I have to prove it is empty of inherent existence because dependent arising, no problem. Dependent arising means empty of inherent existence. Empty of inherent existence means dependent arising. So in one base, there is no contradiction. But below school, so problem. Because they oppose the inherent existence. They think something exists should be inherent existence. So inherent existence is, according to this school, not object of negation. Pasankaka, inherent existence, oppose. Because of inherent existence, all our problems, all the delusions, the ignorance, everything root inherent existence. And therefore, they have to apply emptiness to defeat the inherent existence. So their perfect reason for that, if we use logic, the Madhyamika Pasankaka school, no problem. Subject, iPad. It is empty of inherent existence because dependent arising. No problem. Dependent arising means empty of inherent existence. Empty of inherent existence means dependent arising. So in one object, they can hold no contradiction. Because also, if we use that logic to the to the Pasankaka school, say subject, iPad, it is empty of inherent existence because it is dependent arising. They said it is king of reasoning. King of many reasons, dependent arising is the king of reason. Because dependent arising will cut the two extremes, absolutism and nihilism. Dependent arising means empty of inherent existence. So if you cut the nihilism. Empty of inherent existence means dependent arising. It cut absolutism. So therefore it is called the king of reasoning. So it will come. It is because dependent arising is found in your teaching that is so well pressed, and because of there neither utter non-existence, no existence by way of entity or essence. It makes sense, huh? Many people think, empty means nothing exists. And empty means to exist. Because empty means dependent on other factors, cause, condition, parts, or whole and parts, cause and effect, designated by the mind. So many things, So it depends on other factors. No independent existence. Huh? If I am independent existence, right, big problem. Not dependent on my parents. I'm dependent on my parents. And then I'm not independent existence. So my body, my mind is not independent existence. It depends on other factors, cause, conditions, parts, and mainly leveled by the mind, many factors. So therefore, Pasankaka school, no problem. Non-dependent is like sky flower. Hence, no existence is unrelated. If anything exists the way of its own nature, it will be contradictory for it to rely on cause and condition. That makes sense. Huh? No sky flower, right? Sky flower, non-existent. Like one rabbit, non-existent. So if something is independent existence, it's like sky flower. You know, it's not depend on cause and condition. It doesn't exist. You know. Therefore, who would dare challenge what you taught so often and so well? The line road admits home of stage the complete essence of self-existence. So if we use dependent on anything, nobody can complete this. This. You don't have to believe anything, you know. Dependent on anything means everything coming from cause and condition. We believe this flower coming from the seed. You don't have to believe the religious, right? You believe all vegetable come from the seed. You don't have to believe anything, you know. Who will say vegetable not come from the seed? You don't have to believe anything, but it is natural, you know. Yeah. Something coming from cause is result. So it means if there's something, here we are not talking about only external cause, internal cause too, emotion. External cause is very temporary, right? We are talking internal cause. Internal cause means seed. If you plant the negative seed, result is negative. It's natural. You don't have to believe anything. You know. If you get angry, you know, negative, that's everybody knows. You know. But if people get angry, you know, people think anger is good. I don't know. And then people get upset. You know, that's no good. You know. When you get angry, plant the seed. So that seed will ripen. So when you plant the positive, it will ripen. So something good, positive, something bad, negative, seed. So that means if we use, for example, like barley seed is subject, it is product because it is dependent arising. So nobody can debate to this. Barley seed is subject, right? We have to. It is product because it is dependent arising. That means it depends on cause and condition. Who will debate with you? Nobody can debate. If something, you know, coming from cause and condition, if somebody, if we ask somebody, oh, barley seed, where does it come from? It come from seed. Everybody agree. You know. Nobody can debate. So that's why if we use dependent arising, it is perfect reason. It is best reason. It is very authentic reason. Because you don't have to believe anything, you know. Just cause and effect. You do good things, good comes to you. Do bad things, bad comes to you. External, internal, same. Emotion, negative emotion, negative. Positive emotion, positive. So that's the nature, right? Then number 15 is not the slightest self-existence and rely on this that arise are both correctly established and needness to say exist together without contradiction. There's no contradiction. Huh? If you accept empty vision existence, everything absence of independent empty vision existence, then you can hold empty vision existence but functioning. You can hold empty vision existence but do exist. This iPad is empty of vision existence but do functioning. You know, I open the iPad functioning. I read the iPad functioning. So there's no contradiction. But because the iPad is empty of existence, therefore it is functioning. If functioning means dependent on anything. So no contradiction. one object, we can say like right and left hand support together, no contradiction. You said that by reason of dependent arising, one will be able to avoid extreme views. This leading a protector is the reason that you are teacher unsurpassed. So that's, the extreme view, right? Absolutism and nihilism. Nihilism is very dangerous. If say something, maybe if you go too far, go to nihilism, right? If nihilism means nothing existing. So if you go too far, go to nihilism. If you do go too far, go to absolutism. You have to come in the middle way. Therefore, it is king of reasoning. It cut the two extremes. So we use like that. For example, like this one, you can use the pot, subject pot. Right? Now we have to prove that pot is empty of inherent existence. Right? Then we have to use the reason why pot is empty of inherent existence, because it is dependent arising. Now you see, if something is dependent arising, it should be empty of inherent existence. No contradiction, Dependent arising, oh no, if it is dependent arising, no independent existence. You just oppose. When you heard about dependent arising, right? Depend on other factors, oh no independent existence. Oh, then you automatically dispel, oh, if something is dependent arising, it should be empty of inherent existence. Because its nature is emptiness. Final nature is emptiness, right? Conventionally, we are trying to find many things. Conventionally, iPad, I can read, I can turn the page, many things. But ultimately, nothing. Its nature is empty. Its nature is completely absence of independent existence, because it opposes the independent existence. You understand what I'm saying? Number 20, that all things are empty of essence, and all from this cause, this effect arises, are too certain that rather than oppose, support each other. That makes sense, huh? Instead of oppose each other, but support each other. But this is according to the percentage school. Now if we go to the below school, then can't. Mind-only school, autonomy school, right? If I say we use that logic, it can't. If we use that same logic, okay, same logic, subject, pot, it is empty of inherent existence because you use the logic dependent arising. Now below school, they accept dependent arising, but they reject inherent existence. They accept dependent arising because cause and effect, whole and parts. But they cannot oppose inherent existence. We can't say empty of inherent existence. They think, I use logic like this, subject, right? Pot. It is empty of inherent existence because dependent arising. If we use that logic to the below school, mind-only school, and the middle of autonomy, they accept dependent arising, but empty of inherent existence, they cannot oppose. If they think If something is coming from cause and condition, it should be inherent existence. So they cannot oppose inherent existence. Therefore, they cannot accept dependent arising and empty of inherent existence in one base. It's contradiction, oppose each other. Contradiction means cannot go together.
Two different arguments.
Cannot go together means contradiction. Light and dark cannot go together, contradiction. Right? Grasping mind and wisdom cannot go together, contradiction. Permanent and impermanent cannot go together, contradiction. One oppose each other. So below school, no chance for holding dependent thing and empty inherent exist on one base. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody understand what I'm saying? Now I read till here, 20, paragraph 20. Now that why we are practicing this text, pressed with dependent analyzing, because this text speak about emptiness. Emptiness, right? Emptiness. So emptiness is antidote to the grasping mind. So grasping mind, right? So what we have to do is we are ordinary people, like all are ordinary people. So we have the first thing about, we have, what is the purpose of practicing this? Because we want to subdue this mind. Grasping mind as well as self-judging mental attitude mind. These two are our greatest enemy. It is, we call demon, not external, internal demon. It's worse than external demon. External demon, not that, compared to the internal demon. Self-judging mind and grasping mind is like internal demon. So before it comes, you have to stop. Like we say in Tibet, it's like stray dog. You stray dog, you have to close your door. If you come inside, you eat everything. Before coming, you have to stop the stray dog. Make sure not coming in your room. If it comes, then eat everything, finish. So similar like this. Before, what we have to do is, ordinary people like us, we have general mind and specific mind. General mind and specific mind. So general mind is our ordinary mind. So we need to change that ordinary mind into the specific mind. Our ordinary mind is very, how can I say, it is very wild. It's unsubdued mind. So this general mind means our ordinary mind. We need to change that mind into the specific mind. The specific mind means we need to change that mind into the virtuous, good quality mind, especially Mayana mind, mind of bodhicitta. That's the point. So we will change this mind through studying this text of the emptiness. Because if you don't understand emptiness, then grasping mind will dominate your mind. You understand emptiness will oppose the grasping mind. It is antidote for the grasping mind, right? So therefore, that's the purpose. We are practicing this text, studying this text, and with the bodhicitta mind. Only emptiness is not enough. You know what I mean? We need to combine this together. Bodhicitta mind, emptiness mind, combine together, and we will defeat our mind slowly, but cannot have no high expectation. Just gradually, you practice, it will come, You understand what I'm saying? How can we do this in our busy life, right? We all are busy, working, everybody is busy. But actually, we have 4 activities in our daily life. Walking, then, our talking, sitting, and 4 activities, right? Eating, drinking, all activities. So if we have understanding of the emptiness and understanding of bodhicitta, so we will turn all these into the virtuous point. Walking can be turned into the bodhicitta mind. Talking, generally speaking, we have to, eating and drinking is our man, eating and eating. If you don't understand about the bodhicitta, emptiness, eating is eating, drinking is drinking because hungry and thirsty. But this is not the case. If you understand about the bodhicitta mind and emptiness, eating is not eating, drinking is not drinking. So that means I'm eating this food because I need a strong physical body. To maintain my body, then I can help others. Therefore I'm eating, I'm drinking. Then all turn into bodhicitta mind. Not eating, drinking, not drinking. I'm eating this because I need a strong physical body. Because of this physical body, I can help others. Then your eating is not ordinary. Eating become bodhicitta mind. Drinking is not. So eating, right? You're eating food, you say, oh, you're eating food because food, I'm eating this food because it comes from many factors. It is not independent food. Cause and condition. Then you also developing a wisdom mind. Wisdom mind and bodhicitta. Eating, drinking, whatever you do, all activity, you can turn it into the bodhicitta mind. That's the point we are talking about like this. And so now what we have to do is, we have 2 activities, beginning and end. Anything is beginning and end, right? When you go to work, there's a beginning and finish your work, end. Ordinary work, you go to work, right? Coming back, finish my work. Anything internal practice, there are always 2, beginning and end. Beginning, motivation, and dedication. This motivation means intention, right? So your intention should be bodhicitta mind. Bodhicitta mind. So you have to think that we all have to die one day, right? You're living and dying. This is the nature of our life. So now what we are, many people talk about power, power. Transmission of your mind when you are dying. And power means in the tantric, then power, then there's the mantra, you have to read the hik, or the rita, and then transform your consciousness, something. But in the mind, bodhicitta mind, you don't have to do like this. But real power is, you can practice while you are alive or while you are dying, you can practice the power. So that means instruction of the mind training, 7-point of mind training, power. In the Guru Puja, we have 5 power. When you end of Guru Puja, we have 5 powers. So while you are living, you use this. While you are dying, you use this power, 5 power. Then that is power, means transmission in your mind during you are alive, when you are dying. You understand what I'm saying? End of Guru Puja, we have this, the force of 5 power, transform our mind into the pure land in the Guru Puja text. So that means first power is power of intention. Power of intention. Second power is power of white seed. Third is power of familiarity. Fourth is power of removing obstacles. Fifth is power of prayer or dedication. So these 5 power you use while you are still alive. So beginning motivation means intention, right? So what's your motivation, Your intention should be influenced by bodhicitta mind, compassion or something, So your intention, you have to think, oh, I'm very glad due to the blessing and of the 3 jewels, I'm still alive. This morning I wake up fresh. So then, instead of intention, I will develop this mind, bodhicitta mind. The longest one is until I achieve enlightenment, I can do this. Instead of make decision. If not, maybe I set up this intention for 1 year, I can do this. If not 1 month, if not 1 week, if not 1 day, if not 24, but at least you can make some intention, till this morning, till go to bed, set up this intention. So that means intention, power of intention. So you try to set up this intention. Doesn't matter, 1 hour or whatever, set up. So it's like how long I will meditate and sit on the cushion. Make intention before you're sitting on the cushion. So maybe I can meditate half an hour, then set up this intention, no problem. But if you have no intention in sitting on the cushion, you may stay 1 hour, the pain coming here. No intention, and then you will not enjoy. Understand what I'm saying? If you set up intention, intention will influence your mind. It's no problem. You joyfully start and finish with joyfully. And next, you want meditate again and again. Because you start with good intention, finish with joyfully. You start with good intention and finish with not joyfully, you don't want to start meditation, So set up intention, how long you will meditate, how long I will practice. That is called the power of intention. Now white seed. So white seed means you have to collect good karma, collecting, not bad seed. Bad seed is like poison, You plant the poison and grow the poison, You plant the medicine and grow the medicine, So white seed means you plant collecting good seed. Whatever you do, prostrating, making offering, reciting mantra, whatever you helping other, all are white seed with collecting. Yes. So then white seed. So then that white seed will make your mind even stronger, Intention there, now white seed. Mind become more powerful. On the basis of this white seed, you're familiar with this white seed again and again, Like again and again. 24 hours, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, you're familiar with this white seed. And eventually it became natural to your mind. Just like we get same way, you get angry, easy to anger, boom, 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 like this. Black seed, 1 day angry, tomorrow angry, then familiar, easy to get angry. So it's similar if you're doing good things, plant the intention, plant the seed, and then familiar, and later even difficult will become natural to you. If you are not setting up intention and plant the seed, even easy things difficult for you. Simple things you don't want to do this. You know what I mean? So that's very important. White power of intention, then white seed, then familiar, all coming one by one. Intention good, plant plenty white seed and familiar again, then you use the power removing obstacle. Very easy. You can antidote. And you really use the medicine to cure the sickness. You know, then, oh, really, I have all this intention is very good and seed is very good. Now I'm very familiar with this white seed. Now I can use antidote, removing obstacle. So removing obstacle means you use antidote. So what antidote delusion arises, then you know, anger arises, what can I do? You know, ignorance, all the jealousy, you use antidote. Very easy. And then antidote, and then you do prayer, wishing prayer. Yeah, then do prayer. So that's very important. Wishing prayer, wish. So that is like many great Tibetan masters say, wishing prayer is just like tailor who make the suit or pant, tailor. So if you have lots of clothes, tailor have joined and make the cloth, right? If you buy lots of clothes, you can't wear this cloth. Tailor come and join and ask, make me suit, make me short pant, make me, then you the person who's wearing this, right? So that wishing prayer is just like tailor, making your all this intention, white seed, familiar, all good shape. And you will stay permanently, like save money in the account, it will not lose. So you are saving your good virtues. So that you do this while you are still alive. That's called the five power. While you are alive, you're doing this. So when you do this, and at the time when you are dying, you use this five power. First, power of intention. Now our intention means, now I'm dying, so I should remain with bodhicitta mind all the time. My mind with bodhicitta mind. Right? Because you have all this previous practice, right? Now I'm dying, so my intention is I will not separate. Whether I'm dying, whether I'm intermediate state, I will never separate with this mind. Set up this intention. And then power white seed. So white seed means maybe you get attached to your thing when you're dying, you know. So white seed means no attachment to the material thing. So that means, in Tibet, you know, then when people dying, you know, before they die, they said, this goes to this goes to monastery, this goes to 49 days my practice, this goes to charity, this goes to my family, like this. And when they are dying, there's no attachment. They already decided. This goes this, charity, this goes to my friend, and then all this goes to my 49 prayer, blah, 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 like this. And then when they are dying, no attachment. So that's called power white seed, so you're dying, white seed. No attachment when you're dying. And then power of familiarity. So now you are very familiar with what bodhicitta mind and the emptiness. So mind is very familiar with bodhicitta mind and emptiness. Then you remove obstacle. And then remove obstacle means that then if you have taken initiation, you do self-generation, purifying, practicing for antidotes, and then dedication prayer. You know, then you are dedicating that I'm dying, and may all sentient beings suffering will happen to me. This, and I will take all the suffering of sentient beings. I will die. Anyway, I'm dying, but I will take suffering of everybody, sentient being, and I will die. So that's the dedication. So you can use that five powers while you are alive, while you are dying. You do this practice every day. Okay? Everybody got it? Okay. Thank you.